You listening to rockslamradio.com. From all studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a groupie, throw some horns, and settle in for another fine show from rockslamradio.com.
This is the T-Bonez Rock Show on rockslamradio.com, where each week I bring you the finest, most talented bands, musicians, and anything related to the live music scene in the Tampa Bay area and beyond. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for listening to the T-Bonez Rock Show here on rockslamradio.com. Tonight, my co-host is here. His name is Jim Gravely. Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Terry, how are you?
Doing good, man. We had a great time this weekend at the Seaside's 25th anniversary. Some of the bands out there were Eclipse, Circle Sky, Dave Cook, Bittersweet, Emery Brothers. Did I miss anybody?
I don't think so.
It's always a good time at the Seaside. Jeff, he's a great guy out there, and I think they put on a heck of a pig roast and everything else. It was really good.
It was one hell of a party.
It was really good. Tonight, we have a very special guest here, and I'm really excited about this, guys. Digis Christ Superdrum is with us in the studio tonight. Digis Christ Superdrum is an improvisational music experience and has the feel of a tribal ritual drum circle with didgeridoo, woodwinds, riding on top of a rhythm wave. The live show features an ever-changing lineup of drummers alongside the didgeridoo of Lambonius, and a new material incorporates the sounds of Cirrus alien technology. Members of Digis Christ Superstar are Julius Caesar Mendoza. We have Jeremy Lembo.
Hello.
And Bezel Lombate. And Obi Sean Kenobi off to my left here.
Hello.
And to talk with the members of Digis Christ Superdrum, you call in at 727-597-4022 or hit us up on Facebook at T-Bone Entertainment. Hit the like button, type in your questions, and Jim's here to read them off and give you a response. Obi Sean Kenobi, you are a time manipulator?
Yes.
Okay. You play multiple instruments, guitar, acoustic, electric, and drums?
Yes, I do.
That was all your stuff that you learned when you were very young. Your mother got you started, I take it?
Yes.
And then one of your biggest impressions is listening to Kiss, Black Sabbath at 8 years old.
Absolutely, Kiss.
You were
Black Sabbath a little later, but
Kiss is the big one there.
Yep.
Yeah, you were very young then.
Yep.
Tell me about your band Seed and the song Deadly Sin.
The band was actually called Neurotica.
Okay.
The album was called Seed, and Brian Johnson of AC/DC actually helped. He produced that album for us and even gave us a song he had written. And he sang backup vocals on that song. It was called Deadly Sin.
Very cool. Brian's a good guy. He had
Awesome.
Made a music room in a local hospital for kids that were during long-term stays, and he had drums and guitar and bass and keyboards and PA, everything set up so the kids could jam. Is that right?
Yes.
Was that in Sarasota?
Yep, at the Sarasota Memorial
Very
Hospital.
cool. Now, Brian lives in the area, correct?
Yeah, he lives on Bird Key out there.
In Berkey, cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you still see him quite often, or?
No, sometimes I'll see him around town.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not too much.
You have a collection of unusual instruments that you play. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what are some of those instruments?
Sitar, hammered dulcimer, harmonium. Shahi baja is a rather new instrument invented in India. Mainly guitar, though. That's what I started with. All kinds of drums and percussion.
Very, very unique. Very unique.
Thank you.
You play a few drum circles around Siesta Key area. You've been playing around for 15 years in these drum circles?
Yes, it's a great time, great experience. Just everybody gets together on Siesta Key Beach about an hour before sunset and drums and dances and just has a good time. It's great.
That's great. But for 15 years, man, you've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, I love it. I'll rush home from a trip just to get home on Sunday night and get there, man.
You see, like some of the same people at the drum circle, and then you see new people. They phase in and out.
Yep.
And during
Sometimes
the season,
people
I'm sure
disappear for a few years and show back up.
Cool. You're the one that started Digis Christ Superdrum?
Yes, me and Jeremy, we started it together.
Very cool. Now, at what point did the costumes come into play?
Right off the bat, it was kind of a side project, so we wanted it to have a different brand and identity.
Very cool. Where did you conjure up the conception for Jesus Christ Superdrum?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was just rolling around in our heads for a long time. We have sarcastic senses of humor. I always loved Jesus Christ Superstar, and Antichrist Superstar is another great album. So I love the name just came. I was trying to think of a name for our new Digin drum band, and it just popped into my head.
Yeah. Very creative.
Even the theme came pretty easy.
Now, all your material is all originals, right?
Oh yeah.
And you don't see anybody playing your type of music at all. If they do, they're not very well known, I imagine.
Not so much.
We can cover some Zeppelin if you really want us to.
Can you play Freebird?
No.
Good.
Now, Sean, you played in Ozfest at one time, correct? With a different band?
Yes, Neurotica in 2002. That was one of the greatest experiences I've ever,
I bet you that was so cool. Now, where was it at? Was it here in Tampa?
Oh, no. I mean, we went on tour. We played almost all of the states.
Oh, wow.
It was 3 months long.
Very cool. Yeah.
We did, I don't think there was no Tampa show that year. We played down south, Fort Lauderdale or something, the Florida show was.
Oh. Do you guys want to do a song?
Sure.
Do you call them songs, or is this
Yeah.
just okay? All right. I didn't know.
Translated from our planet to yours, they're still called songs.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead, guys. This is
All right.
Jesus Christ Superdrum.
The song is called Mystic Rituals.
Very cool.
I just got blown away there. that music does something to you. Very good though.
This is the music they've been getting high to for years in Australia, right?
We visited them thousands of years ago.
Very cool. Very good. I was blown away by that. I really was. Jeremy, you are the didgeridooist.
That would be correct.
Is that the proper way to put that?
Sure. I'm a multi-instrumentalist as well.
And at what age did you learn to play the didgeridoo?
Say that fast 5 times.
Yeah. In 1998, I started playing the didgeridoo.
What inspired you? Have you been to Australia and heard the Aborigines do it?
Never been to Australia. Thank you for bringing me up in the headphones. The first time I actually saw it, I was probably about 3 or 4 years old, watching a PBS special transmitted from your planet, and it just stuck in my mind. I saw these people dancing around a campfire, and the sound was just entrancing. I've been playing, I guess on your planet it's called a saxophone, since about 4th grade of Earth years, and well, I just kind of forgot about the didgeridoo because, well, growing up in the schools that we were taught in, that stuff never existed. In 1998, I was landing in various parts of South America, and I heard this instrument being played for the first time live, and I never wanted to leave the planet so bad to just go and try and find that instrument and play it. So, as soon as I got back to my planet, tried to find one. Took a long time, and then been playing ever since.
They don't sell those at Sam Ash, do they?
They do now.
Now, what are the didgeridoos made of?
Well, traditionally they're made out of eucalyptus trees hollowed out naturally by termites. But on our planet, we don't lack... our equivalent of termites are about 6 feet long and can kill you. So, I'm the termite. I make all the didges that I play. Or at least other people that I know that make them as well.
Now, the one you're holding, what's that made out of?
This is actually made from an agave stalk. Here in Florida, you have them growing along the beaches. Long leaves with a big spike on the end, so there's literally a blood sacrifice with every single instrument you make. That stuff goes through leather, jeans, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's very sharp, yeah. It's not one of them kind of things you want to get really drunk and pass out in, is it?
No.
How did you connect with DigiChrist?
Wow, DigiChrist Super Drum. It's been coming for a long time. We were in another group called Tribal Repercussion, Sean and myself. I think Beazle may have been in that for a point in time as well. But it was pretty much a traditional African drum group, and we were pretty good for a bunch of white guys. We played a couple of festivals where, you know, we were done with a set and we were kind of walking off, and people are running around the corner going, "These guys must be from Africa." So we were taught by some Africans, and then we were fronted by this guy named GJ Gosman. And then after that group ended, so he could play in another rock band, well, you know, we just tooled around a little bit, and then Sean and I started making more music together, and then, well, here we are.
Very good, very good. Now you also make didgeridoos. I mean, you make a lot of fiberglass and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm an engineer for my planet. I like nice materials that you can mold yourself. The natural stuff's awesome, but it's different when you make it completely yourself, the shapes and everything. And I use fiberglass and made molds.
There's not a whole lot of people around that can make those things, right?
You know, it's a hollow tube.
But I mean, I've never seen. I've been to craft shows and things. I've never seen anybody make a didgeridoo.
It takes time. It takes time, some effort, and it's not instantaneously rewarding. It takes quite a bit of practice to play.
I bet.
When Jeremy does, when he teaches Earthlings how to play, he actually teaches you on a PVC pipe.
Yeah, that's right.
About a 1.5 inch by 4 foot PVC pipe, and you get to figure out how to do it. I think a little easier, and then it helps you out when you're trying to, pick up one of his masterpieces.
Digits have their own personality, so unless they're like fiberglass or plastic, they all play unique. They may be similar in notation, scale of A, B, C, D, but just how it plays characteristically may be a little different.
Cool. Lambonius, you also are a very skilled craftsman, and you made a lighting truss, 20-foot lighting truss from scratch.
Yeah, that was 8 hours of fun.
8 hours is all it took. I've seen the pictures on your Facebook, and you had it in a jig, and you MIG weld that?
No, I bought a really cheap arc welder and went to town and just designed it up, and
works well.
It went together well. I just made a couple subtle errors, but no one would ever know.
No, we don't know. Now we're gonna play one of your videos. And Sean, do you want to introduce this video?
It's number 2.
No, not number 2.
You want number 3?
Bono's number 2.
No, you're right. You're right here. You're right here. Okay?
Oh yeah, this is for the song "One True Devil."
That's not it.
Oh, it's not. Which?
You got to click on this up here, don't you?
I moved it down to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's VTS. Okay, so that would be number 2, correct?
Electrons. They're fun to play with.
Here we go. This is Digits Christ Super Drum.
Are we still on camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your mics are still on too.
I don't know how to get this over to the video.
We're gonna start this over, the video over again, because it wasn't, you guys couldn't see it. You could hear that audio, and that was it.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Darn electrons.
Okay.
You guys still haven't mastered that technology.
No, you guys. We need
How do I
to
stop
learn
it?
from you guys.
How do I get us back?
Very cool. What was the name of that, Sean?
The One True Devil.
Very good. Very good. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this at home. I am sure as hell enjoying it here.
I believe you could call in if you'd like, right?
Yeah, you can call in at 727-597-4022. Somebody messaged us on the Facebook or on the Ustream Live. Who was that, Jim?
Glendoire said woot.
Glendoire. Glendoire said woot. Woot. Is that an ancient?
Does that mean something on your planet?
It's an ancient celestial language, I think.
Glendower hosts interdimensional and intergalactic festivals.
Very cool.
It's also juggalo terminology.
Juggalo. Okay, cool. Beasley, still with us there?
I am.
Okay, cool. Can you reach your mic? Yes. You're a master drummer, a drum carver, an artist, a sculptor, and above all, you're a musician.
That is correct.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been playing drums for 37 years.
Really? Do you remember your first drum?
Yes.
Was it like a Sears kit?
It sucked.
Was it like did your parents buy it for you for Christmas or because they hated your neighbors or something or what?
No, I wanted to get out of class. And my friend was leaving class at the same time every week. I asked him where he was going. He said drum lessons. So I got a snare drum.
Very cool.
Yes.
Now you build drums out of logs. I take it. Are those logs?
Yes, I have a big lathe that I created.
And you can't put those on a lathe to hollow them out, can you?
Yes.
I mean, I seen one on your Facebook pictures. It was like 4 or 5 drums all in one log.
8.
8 drums in one log.
Mm-hmm.
And first question I got is, were you worried about that thing, cracking, snapping, or cracking or anything like that?
Yes.
What kind of wood is that?
I think the one you're talking about is monkey ear.
Monkey what?
Ear.
Monkey ears wood?
Mm-hmm.
Where does that come from?
Brazil, but it grows in Florida very well.
Does it really? Very cool. Very good.
Yeah, if you get a piece of wood cut to the same thickness everywhere, it won't crack.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, do you oil them down and everything, or?
No, I just let them dry.
And then you sand and varnish or shellac or something?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's some cool stuff. Now, he's very much of a craftsman. If you get a chance to go on his Facebook, it's Basil Lombate.
That's correct.
Labonte. And check out some of his work. He's got some really good stuff.
Like the race car driver.
Yeah. Basil Lombate. Is that where you got your name from?
Mm-hmm.
No, or they gave you that when you were in the terrestrial somewhere?
Yes.
Okay. What material do you use for the drum heads?
Goat skins.
Is it? Those.
Because goats just sound the best.
Those sacrificial goat heads.
They're easier to come by than human skin.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the goat had to die at some point or another to give up his skin.
Dinner.
Now, that's something you can't just go into Walmart and buy, is it?
No.
You got to know a goat dealer or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Goatskins.com.
Is there any other, does cowhide work good? Horsehide?
Yes. Or yes.
Horse, not so much, I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you don't tan it.
And you got to stretch them on there and dry them on there. And are they held on there with what's called catgut or whatever?
Nylon rope.
Nylon rope. Okay, very cool. But originally, they were made with the strings of the skin, correct?
Yes.
And when they dried it, tightened it up. Is there any tuning of those that you can do, or
Pull on them. Yes. Pull on them.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Now? Tell us about the Florida Pagan Gathering. That's a big place.
Yes, a lot of pagans go there and drum around the circle and have rituals.
Very cool. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you worked on lobster boats in Maine, is that right? You're originally from Maine?
I am from Maine.
Okay.
But not the Maine here.
Right. Now,
Yes.
when you worked on the lobster boats, you were very young, right?
Yeah, I was in my teens.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I was the help.
Okay. You
did all the
pulled in the
work.
pots and stuff?
Yeah, I did all that. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
baited them up.
That's hard work, isn't
Good
it?
stinky, yes.
Yeah, really stinky. And you work with a lot of old salts there, eh?
Yeah.
That's, quite a fun job. You did that in the summer to make extra money in that?
I did, yeah.
And did you ever get sick of eating lobster?
Yes.
I bet you did. Where do you get your raw material from to make your drums, or is that a secret?
Tree trimmers give it to me so they don't have to throw it in the dump.
Very cool. Yeah.
Incoming call.
We got a call coming in. Okay. Go ahead, caller. You're here with Digis Christ Super Drum. Hello. Hello, caller. You're live.
What's up, man?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear us? Knock, knock.
Is your translator broken?
Go ahead. You can talk, caller.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
I think I recognize that voice.
Who is this?
Dude, on my sport.
He's got a bad cell connection, but this is
Call
Daniel
from
Cummings, I believe.
Is that right? Is this Daniel?
Yeah, that's me. Sorry about that.
Where-
Yeah, just calling in and showing my support. These guys are awesome.
They're very good, aren't they? You're from Sarasota, around where they live?
No, I'm from Stewart.
Oh, Stewart. I used to live in Stewart.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm right on Salerno Road.
Okay. Yep. You lived not too far from where I live. We might have been neighbors at one time.
Probably.
But I'm not anymore.
Dan is a very good human slave. He helps us out at festivals. Like, I believe in 2 weeks we have the Paralounge drum gathering. And 2 weeks. And Dan is wonderful. He comes and helps us unload equipment from our spaceships.
Being from Stewart, you've been to the Square Grouper, I take it, over in Jupiter?
Yes, I have.
I used to hang out there a lot. Cool place. Good place.
That's a great place.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm these guys' devoted slave every October.
Good. They appreciate that, I'm sure.
Thanks, Dan.
No worries, guys. They're good people, man.
Yeah, they are.
We will see you soon.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Thanks for calling in, Dan.
Thank you.
2 weeks.
So when did you transcend to Digis Christ Super Drum?
Yeah, exactly. A little over a year ago.
There you go.
Yeah. Started doing some shows with them.
And the shows just keep getting better, don't they?
Yes.
Now you have a fire dancer also,
Yes.
or several fire dancers, different gals that dance, fire dance, and
Mainly it's Marguerite Barnett.
she's very good. Who made the fire ring and all that? Is it the ring?
The fire ring?
Yeah, the ring.
Marguerite came up with the idea, and I made it pretty quickly.
And then the sword too. She balances a sword on her head. Very good show. If anybody gets to see that,
Yeah, that's all her.
Yes.
that's all her stuff. Very cool. Do you guys want to do another song?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do Graco Talk.
Greco talk. He's got to change didgeridoos. It's probably at a different key.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, there's no singing on this one, so
Still makes a difference.
Thank
Very good.
Very cool.
That is that's something like I've never heard before.
Thank you.
I've been to drum circles before, but I've just never heard it with the didgeridoo and the electronic stuff you guys got going.
Right on.
The voice simulators.
Very harmonic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's blows me away. It really does. Julius Caesaronius Mendozius. Wait till he gets his mic up there and he can say, yes, here I am.
You know, Julius has been on our show more than anybody else besides you and me.
Yeah, but nobody in the audience can recognize him right now.
How's everybody doing out there?
There we go. Julius Caesarus Mendozius. At what point in time and space were you assimilated?
Last year, I played my first show at Jesus Christ Super Drums in September.
September of last year. Good.
Yeah, I traveled down to their realm.
Now, during your travels with the Jesus Christ Superdrome, how was the show in D.C. and how did that come about?
Well, I'll direct this to Sean. I'll say what I have to say about it first. But Sean was nominated for 2 awards at the I can't remember it now.
World Music and Independent Film Festival.
Yeah, and it was up in Washington, D.C., and these guys let me know that they needed an extra person, so I always, heed the call when they give me a chance.
Volunteer for that one real quick.
Well, anytime they give me an opportunity to be a part of this, if it fits into my ever so growing schedule. But this month we've got a lot of shows. Anyway, getting back to the awards, Sean ended up winning 2 awards for his video, Finding Our Way Back Home.
Won Most Creative Music Video and Best Alternative for the song Finding Our Way Back Home.
Do you do the editing and stuff? Do you do all that yourself?
Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you.
No, you're just got a mind that's very unique.
Very creative.
Very good. Yeah, very creative. Very creative. So was there were they all basically suits and stuff sitting there when you guys were playing, or were they?
Yes, it was a black tie affair. There's some pretty funny pictures of us meeting the press, and everybody had evening gowns on.
Everybody loved it.
It was at the Hilton. We did the Circle of Fire right on the floor in the Hilton. We just didn't ask anybody. We're like, oh, we'd rather say sorry than can we please?
Yeah. Sometimes you got to ask for forgiveness later,
Yeah, you can't be lighting a lot of fires in D.C. without getting tackled. Secret Service.
We were lucky.
Tased.
The Republican National Convention was happening down in Tampa.
That was all Marguerite Barnett. I was like, no, we can't do that. And she figured out a way. Got Jeremy to help make the thing that's the Ring of Fire.
What were the expressions on these people's faces? Did you guys?
They were blown away. They were all running over with their cell phones, going, "Oh, I've never seen anything like this!" Shock and awe.
Was anybody in the corner cowering in terror?
No, they all really liked it. And, I mean, Marguerite was pretty much half naked, so that was popular.
They're used to that in Washington, though.
Right.
There's this one table full of interesting rappers. They all stood right up.
Then they stood up.
Oh, yeah.
They've never seen anything like you guys before, right?
They've probably heard drum beats similar, but not in this presentation.
Oh, as soon as Marguerite dropped her cloak and was standing there almost naked. Music was just background.
She was twirling around fire, standing inside a fire. So she stole the show.
When did you incorporate the fire dancer in the show, and how did that impact the show?
Oh, it was part of it from the beginning. It was just part of the whole concept.
Never compromise on production. You don't come screaming across the universe just to land in a cow field and anal probe some farmer and fuck them all up.
Some of us do.
Sounds like vacation.
Who created your costumes? Do you guys each individually make your own costumes, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a costume designer or anything like that? Or?
Nope, we just been doing this ourselves.
Sean originally had the original mask, and then I got mine and heavily modified it, and then we bought a bunch of others, and the same thing.
I think they're just great, man.
This cloak I'm wearing, I made out of wool suiting back in 1991.
Nice.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
No, I seen that. Oh, is it pictures on your Facebook of you guys going down the road in the freeway in the van with your masks on and stuff and looking at people?
Yeah.
Nobody got arrested that day, did they?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we actually had a police escort on our way out of Florida.
Yeah, there's a picture of that, too.
Was that intentional, or?
I think so, because we saw a bunch of cops going the other way,
Yeah.
followed by some limos and some...
The Republican National Convention was headed the other way, so we were like, this is a great time to go to D.C.
The right time and the right place, huh?
Get these guys out of here, quick. Sean actually got a call while we were in D.C. to perform at some kind of rally.
For Ron Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Sort of an anti-Republican national.
Yeah.
Same weekend.
Has anybody ever been so freaked out with the costumes and they were just terrified?
Yes. Yeah, there has been some people, but it's mostly kids, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes kids see us at gatherings. It's a little...
I usually wear mine on your Halloween. I scare all the adults and all the kids come running up.
Yeah.
His kids were scared till he let them wear the mask. Now they're cool with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now they like it.
Now I gotta hide it.
They want it.
Now they just, every time I bring them to my warehouse where I make instruments, they play with the puppet of myself. We all have Muppets for another band of ours
Do you
called
really?
World Collision.
Okay.
And yeah, full-size Muppets, all hand puppets, all black light, and they just immediately
I
wait for that.
gotta see that one. I gotta see that.
That's another video coming soon.
Good. Looking forward to that. Julius, you have a schedule that just doesn't quit. I don't know how you find time to do anything. And from 95 to 2002, you played with Lost Cause, the Pasco Punks.
Yeah, that was actually my first band.
That was your first band in 95?
My first time that I even played drums in about 5 years.
96 to 2002, Lost Dope.
Yeah, Lost Dope kind of spun off of Lost Cause. One of the guys had a baby and had to kind of take some responsibilities, and we took half of Lost Cause Pasco Punks and combined with a group called EPOD. So we switched EPOD around to Dope and just kind of made it Lost Dope.
EPOD?
We were on the
It's backwards.
we were on the top 5 worst bands in Tampa on a list created by Cowhead.
Is there an award for that or what?
Well, we raised a lot of hell up in Pasco, and whenever Bubba or 98 Rock or whatever would come down there, they really didn't give us any kind of love, even though we would really pack their events. And we did a battle of the bands, and it was supposed to be the winner of each night, 6 nights, and the winner of each night got to do livestock. And we clearly killed our night. The place was packed on a Sunday night, and we did really good when our bass player went to the awards or the announcement. They didn't take any bands from our night. They took 2 from the same night some other weekend, and we felt that we kind of got screwed. And James was pretty hammered at that particular venue, and him and a girl that he was with assaulted Cowhead, and there was
Assaulted Cowhead.
Yeah, there was some fists flying and some beer cups into the head and all that shit, and he stood his ground. He's like, "Who the hell is that? Get him out of here!" He's like, "Lost Dope, motherfucker!" And he's like, "You guys are done. You guys are toast." So we didn't get onto livestock, even though my turd stage was created in our revolt against that. So we figured, screw you, we're gonna play livestock anyway. And we brought a bunch of wood and a bunch of carpenters, and they built us a stage in the campgrounds on top of the shit.
Good for you.
It was next to the cow patties behind the portalets, you can find the turd stage.
Nice.
And the turd stage is actually still alive.
It turns 360.
No, it's the turd.
The turd stage. This is the turn stage.
No,
Okay.
turd stage.
I said it like a New Yorker.
TRD, okay.
It's the
Yeah,
turd
TRD.
stage.
It's the turd stage.
Not the first, not the second, it's the turd.
Yeah, the turd. We just recently took the turd stage over to the Sublime Modest Yahoo Cypress Hill concert about a month ago.
And rocked it.
Yeah, last minute, seriously, the day before, it's like, "Hey, Jules, can you bring out your stage and one of your drum bands and play for Cypress Hill and Sublime?" And I'm kind of like, can't say yes fast enough, but can't figure out. I'm like, okay, which band do I call for this, and who's going to be available? And of course, we had just gotten home from the DC trip, so I really wanted to showcase Digis, and we were able to do it. And the only way we could do it is if we brought our kids. So my kids and Jeremy's kids were our little backstagers, and
they were running around,
yeah, disappearing into a crowd of 10,000. You're like, oh my god.
My kids loved Beebs and her moneymakers.
Beebs and the Moneymakers.
Oh, they kick butt.
Yeah,
They rock.
They do.
Julius, you're in a bunch of other bands too. We'll just go through them real fast and see if I say this right. Nivaisevin. Nivaisevin. And you were in there from 2002, 2004. Eclipse, you're in there. Started out in there in 2004 to the present. We had Eclipse on the show here, and what's unique about that? It's an all-family band.
Yeah.
Okay, you're part of the family.
Mom and dad.
Mom, dad, son.
Uncle Terry sometimes.
Uncle Terry, that's right. Uncle Terry was he just got put in there, right?
Yeah, he came in for a minute. I think he's starting back up Storm Surge.
You were also in a band called Resurfaced from 2004 to 2006.
Yeah, that was one of my funnest metal bands I've ever been in. Heavier and faster, that was our motto.
And then heavy, faster, heavy. There you go.
And louder.
And louder.
And we couldn't hang on to a singer, so we kind of fizzled out.
And then 2007 to the present, you're still in Black Flag Project?
Black Flag Project is still around as an entity. We haven't done a show in maybe a little over a year. At our peak, we were opening up for Head PE, Cottonmouth Kings, Big B, Twisted. A lot of really, really good shows and good times. Sort of a political-driven band, anti-political.
Also in 2007, you started a band called Anu.
Yes, that's actually what I would consider to be my main project. Pour a lot of effort into that.
If I were you, I would make this your main project.
Well, I mean,
you guys agree? I don't know.
I've lived 2 hours away from these guys.
Okay.
So
really
to get down every single week to practice, I mean, I would do it if I was a little closer, but it costs $40.
Gotcha. And I guess. And in 2010 to the present, you're in Tampa Taiko. That's a Japanese drumming band. Am I correct?
Yes, it is. I met Ron Collins at the Pear Lounge, which is pretty much the same place where I hooked up with all these guys. And when I took the clinic, I kept thinking, man, I live close enough to Tampa to give this a shot. And when I contacted him, he was really, really cool and helped me build my first drum, Taiko drum, out of a wine barrel. So that's something that I can proudly say that I have in common with these guys too, is that I actually made my own drum. Not this one, but my my Taiko drum.
No, all these guys are really good craftsmen in many, many ways. We're going to do another video. This would be number 3.
Okay. Ready?
Well, you can introduce that, Sean.
I can't see.
That's okay.
Number 3.
It's number 3. This is number 3, and you can
It's not the first of the thirst.
tell them who it is afterwards.
It's the thirst.
The mics are still hot, guys.
on these broken robots. Somebody call a mechanic. We got broken robots. Broken robots. Just in case you forgot, we will buy some broken robots. And more often than not, oppose all freedom of thought. That broken robot. That broken robot. Just in case you forgot, we will buy some broken robots. More often than not, oppose all freedom of thought. Forgetting the lesson taught, they have chosen to plot to give our Constitution a terminal piece of the dry rot. Broken robots, yeah. Don't let yourself become like one of them broken robots. Don't let yourself become like one of them broken robots. Broken robots.
Very good. Very good. I like how you incorporate the guitar riffs in there with that.
Thank you.
Sean, that was really good.
Thanks, man.
Where are you guys performing next? What's your next show?
This coming Saturday in Hudson at, what is the name of the place?
Overtime. On Route 52 in Overtime.
Overtime Breast Fest.
A midnight show.
Yes.
You guys got to get out and see these guys. Is there a cover for this show or?
No, there's never a cover for Over 21.
Okay.
At Overtime.
And warming up for you guys will be the Eclipse band, am I correct?
Yep, Eclipse is opening up for us.
Right on.
They're having their Breast Fest up there this Saturday too, right? Breast Cancer Awareness.
Breast Fest, yeah. Bring your breasts.
It's a good cause.
It is. It is a good cause. We joke, but it is a good cause. So you're doing also. What's your next after this show? You're doing the ZombieCon?
Yes, we're playing ZombieCon in Fort Myers on October 20th. We're also playing Paralounge Drum Festival. That will be next weekend on the 12th, I believe, that Friday.
Where is that show at?
That's at Ocala National Forest.
Oh, that'd be a cool place. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to paralounge.net to get more information.
Or just find us on Facebook or Google Digits Christ Super Drum and find us that way.
We can put a link on the T-Bone Entertainment site there too.
Great.
That one. No, it's really great seeing you guys here and hearing you guys. And I think Nolan was just a little bit freaked out there a few minutes ago when he looked at you.
Yeah, there was a few people in the control room that ran. Sorry about that. People wearing suits generally question us.
Or follow you.
Hey, Sean, tell them about the haunted trails.
Oh, yes. Also on the October 26th, 27th, and 31st, we are playing at the Haunted Trails in Mayaca City at Hunsader's Rockin' Ranch, which their website is hunsadersrockinranch.com. Or they're also on Facebook.
There again.
Yeah, we'll be playing for 4 hours a night, entertaining the people before they get murdered in the trails.
I can't wait.
You have them scared shitless before they even get in there, I'm
That's
sure.
the goal.
They better bring an extra pair of pants.
It's outdoors, too, so we have a blowout fire show.
Oh, cool. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a little cooler for you guys, too. Do you guys want to do one more number before we have to wrap it up here?
Sure, we would like to do a song popular back on Grok called Snake Oil. Lambonius is playing a very special didgeridoo on this he can tell you a little about.
Yeah, this didge was made by another human slave that we ran into named Brian Heater. And this is made of goat.
Pretty cool looking.
It's nuts. It smells like a goat.
I didn't want to say
Is that
anything.
good or bad on your planet?
That is not good on any planet.
You don't want to kiss him afterwards.
I don't want to kiss him before.
Okay. Digis Christ Super Drum.
Just
cool. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight.
Thank you for having us.
And
Yeah, you guys are very entertaining.
very,
no doubt.
very. This is probably one of the best bands I've had in here. I don't want to let the rest of them hear that, but yeah, you guys are good.
We're definitely better looking.
Yeah, you are. You're better looking than
That's what he meant to say.
That's, yeah, right. No. I've had a lot of good bands in here.
response
You
on
guys
our
are very entertaining. Really are. Very entertaining. You guys got to come out and see them at Overtime this Saturday night. They'll be doing a midnight show. Come on out and see them. They're going to have their fire dancer gal out there. And
Yes.
That's right.
What's her name?
Marguerite Barnett.
Marguerite. Yes, very lovely. Again, thank you guys for coming out. I got a few closing announcements here. First of all, happy birthday, Diana. She's at home watching. I hope you enjoy the show, honey.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Diana.
birthday, Diana.
And don't forget to get out there October 9th at Hurricane Hanks. The Dina Nickel Band will be playing from 7 to 11 p.m. That's Hurricane Hanks, the Dina Nickel Band. We're out of time now. Let's get out there and see Digis Christ Superdrome. Look on their website. Look on their Facebook. They'll be showing you where they're at. There are many, many ways to find out what's going on in the Tampa Bay area. Where's the party? They have a show here on Thursday night, and they tell you what's going on in the Tampa Bay area here. Tim Cronin does a weekly blog in the Newport Richie Patch and tells you what's going on around town here. A good website to go to is wherewillwegotonight.com. Those girls, they got it all going on. They tell you where the bands are playing, what band's playing, if it's a smoking, non-smoking, if they got food, non-food, whatever. Wherewillwegotonight.com. So get out there and support live music and the music venues that support the bands. Just get out there and see them. Support live music and don't let it die. Next week's guest will be the Mark Anthony Band here on the T-Bonez Rock Show. And I want to thank Digis Christ Superdrum for coming out tonight.
Thanks, everybody. And remember, vote. If you don't care, vote because you like to. And if you do care, vote because it pisses other people off.
Well said by the Obi Sean Kenobi and Julius Caesarus Mendozas and Lombardus and Beazle. Thank you, guys. Good night, folks, and thanks for listening.
Good night.
Thank you.
You've been listening to the T-Bonez Rock Show only on RockSlamRadio.com.
What was that? I'll tell you what that was. That was another fine show from RockSlamRadio.com. Yeah.